Now, June is New York City Pride Month, and to celebrate Pride, we have creator and host with us, Nikki Levy. Hello, Nikki. How are you doing?
Hi, nice to meet you on
Nice
this.
to meet you as well. I wanted to talk to you about your "Don't Tell My Mother" brand. Let's talk about why you originally started this entire. I know you started it about a decade ago, but what was your inspiration behind it?
My inspiration for creating it is that I come from like an overbearing, oversharing Jewish mother from the Bronx. Like that's my mother. And I always thought that like everyone had to tell their mothers everything. That's how I grew up. Like you have to tell her everything. It's like an open door policy, no doors, like just curtains. And then I learned, through therapy and through friends that people have something called boundaries. Like literally, this was not a thing in my household. And I was like, oh my God, people have amazing stories. And usually those stories are the things they don't tell their mother. I have amazing stories. And unfortunately, my mother knows everything. She knows like when I lost my virginity. She knows when I got stoned for the first time. I mean, she knows too much. But I decided like, I love writing and performing. My background is writing and performing. But, by day I've worked for like ever in making movies and television. And the idea for me always when I started Don't Tell My Mother, and it was 8.5 years ago, it was like, we all feel so weird. I feel weird. I grew up like a closeted gay kid from a hoarder household in Queens. And I grew up embarrassed about everything. My mother drove a car held up by, fishing wire and duct tape. And that is not an exaggeration. That is for real.
Wow.
That is Caprice classic 80s, no joke. And I felt embarrassed, obviously, right? I felt embarrassed. And I grew up in an area where people drove way nicer cars, and I just felt like a weirdo my whole life. And the gay thing obviously added to it. But for me, it was like, okay, so if we're all sharing our stories, then it's like we free other people to share theirs, and we don't feel so weird anymore.
Right. I love that. No, that's amazing. I wanted to talk to you about your third Audible special that you have coming out. It's called The Coming Out Party, a Pride Celebration.
Yep.
And it will be co-starred by Shangela, which I think is amazing.
Yes.
Now, why did you decide to do this third Audible special for this with co-host Shangela?
Well, so yeah, it's our third year with Audible. It's called an Audible original because like you can only get it on Audible, which is super cool. Shangela was in it last year. And Shangela told a fabulous story about kind of sneaking her way into a Beyonce concert and then stealing Beyonce's towel. Long story.
Oh my gosh.
She became a really good friend. And when I got the opportunity to do another Pride special, she was my first choice. And usually as collaborations go, like Shangela and I would be in studio. Like we'd be in a studio somewhere. We'd be like up on each other. We're really good friends and we love to work together. But I had to record this from my closet here in Los Angeles. Shangela recorded it from her grandmother's closet in Paris, Texas. That's where she's quarantining. And we literally did it over a computer separately. So we did a Pride special inside the closet.
That's amazing. I love how you guys are like really pushing through even though we're stuck inside.
I mean, let me tell you something. As like creative people, and you're creative, right? Like as creative people, we will lose it if we don't bring things into the world. They don't have to be perfect, but they just have to be done.
Yeah.
And just because we can't go out and do Pride and, wear pasties, like, by the way, super fun, advocate pasties. If we can't do that, like we can still celebrate. And so we made it work. And it was so much fun because she's hilarious, but she's also such a great advocate for queer stories.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I love that. Amazing words. Thank you, Nikki, for all of this. I'm really excited to check out your Audible special. And for everything else that you have to come. I'm excited for Pride Month. I'm gonna just say that right now. I'm happy that you're doing this to kick off Pride because I'm so sad that we're at home. Last year we actually covered Pride Month in New York. So I'm so sad, but I'm so excited.
You did?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, fabulous.
We'll cover it from home. So thank you so much, Nikki, for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, and happy Pride.
Yes, happy Pride.